What's going on, guys? So, you're probably seeing this and you're thinking, holy shit, another video about the Volkswagen Jetta. Yup, another video. Pretty much I just want to make a quick 3-4 minute video talking about how I got this car to about 300 horsepower. The car isn't pushing 300, I don't think. It was never dyno tuned. It was just previously, after all the modifications were done, I went to a tuner in Ottawa, and he pulled the ECU out. He did his magic on it and installed like a little bit of pop and crackle tune when you shift gears, and on top of that he just changed all the timing and removed some of the limits on the motor, and I think he got the PSI up to 22 PSI. I think, I could be wrong. I want to say it's 22 or 23 PSI on the turbo. But yeah, this car is a GLI, which a lot of people are surprised because they think it's a GTI, but it's not. It's a GLI. It's got the 2-liter, I believe it's the TFSI motor, the same one in the A4s. And yeah, like I said, if I was to guesstimate, it's probably making around 190. Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. Again, I'm not too sure. We have not put this car in a dyno. So to start it off, the first modification I did was do a muffler delete, and you know, that didn't really do much, just added a little bit of noise. But after the muffler delete, we did a resonator delete. That added a lot more noise, and I still was like, you know what, I want to hear, you know, the car like backfire a little bit more, have more crackles and pops. So after the muffler and resonator delete, we got the downpipe on. It's fully catless, so I think all it's got is a flex pipe pretty much from the turbo, and it's a full straight pipe all the way out to the end. The tip is just a MagnaFlow tip, nothing really crazy. The next mod we did was get a cold air intake by K&N. That was a fun install. I loved hearing all the whoosh noises, and you know, it's just nice to hear the turbo getting all the air it needs. I highly recommend, if you guys have a Volkswagen, that should be like, you know, one of the, well, specifically a turbo Volkswagen, one of the first mods you should do is like a cold air intake. You'll love the sounds that comes out of that. So again, I'm just gonna do the quick math here, but before the tune, I would just say the car was making anywhere between, I don't know, like 210 and 230. That would be like my guesses. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. That would just be, again, if I was to guess, it's on a, you know, full straight pipe all the way and a cold air intake. Again, not too sure, but the car does come 200 stock. So when it was in its stock form, it was not stock form, but pre-tuned. It was keeping up with WRXs just fine. So I have a clip of that. I'll play it here actually. So I was keeping up with WRXs. Sometimes I would win, sometimes I'd lose, just kind of depending on the launch, you know what I mean? But my buddy's WRX was just a cold air intake with a muffler delete, so nothing crazy. Don't even know how much power the WRX makes. I want to say 280, I want to say, like with those two mods, maybe. But anyway, so after I wanted to push a little bit more power, I went to Ottawa. I met up with a guy who tunes a lot of German cars and a lot of just European cars in general, and it was pretty cheap actually. It was like, I would say $300 or $400 for 2 sessions. So I came over to the shop one day. They pretty much pulled out the ECU. They did first the like pops and bang tune, as well as just unlock the ECU, because apparently they were having difficulties unlocking it because of this make and model, where you plug in the pins to activate the tuning program, the pins were in different locations. So at first we were all kind of like, oh shit, like, you know, what if we have to ship this ECU out somewhere? But no, they unlocked it just fine. So once the ECU was tuned, well, the second day I came back, the car was, again, in his words, not mine, should be making 290 in colder weather. It was midwinter in Ontario when we tuned it. It was like getting minus 25. So when we were in the car with the laptop, he was getting outside temps of minus 25. He did say as the temperatures get hotter, you might see performance gain because the car is getting now a lot more dense air. But anyway, I'll insert some clips here so you guys can just see me ripping around, driving around. Overall, I do love this car. Unfortunately, I do plan on selling it soon as my hands are full with the Supra. I recently sold the Camry, which was, you know, kind of painful, but had to be done. But now it's going to be soon time to sell the Jetta, and then I'd like to upgrade the Supra more, and in the future I'm thinking it's going to be drift car time, so we'll be shopping around maybe for like a Skyline sedan or a 240SX. But if anyone has any questions about what I've done to the Jetta or want recommendations, I can help out here and there. Just drop a comment or message me on Instagram or whatever, and I'll try and be able to get back to you guys in an appropriate time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just want to make a quick one talking about my Jetta. Like I said, not exactly 300 horsepower, but it's in that ballpark. If this video, I don't know, gets like 500 likes and everyone wants to see it, maybe we'll throw it on the dyno and actually see how much power it's making. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy and take care.
Ready?